Friends of UNH Women's Hockey present Coach's Corner with head coach Brian McCloskey. The Friends of UNH Women's Hockey present Coach's Corner. I'm Phil Kincaid along with head coach Brian McCloskey for our weekly edition of sitting down and taking a look at how the team's done. And Coach, nice weekend against Maine. You had a pair of victories, a 3-0 shutout on Friday, followed by a 5-1 win on Saturday. Puts you in position now. You're just right behind BC. Talk us a little bit about the weekend and how you thought things went.
Well, I think it was pretty much as advertised in terms of I thought Maine played us as tough as we expected, and maybe deserved to get a little bounce that they didn't, or could have had a bounce or two that they didn't get. But our kids grinded out both games Friday and Saturday Friday night, Saturday afternoon, and we did a lot of good things. I thought we were pretty good on man up, and overall, you come out of it with 4 points, Phil. You got to be happy, and the games get bigger each week, and of course with the as you mentioned, BC being 2 points out in front right now, we've got them coming up for a pair, and we're really for that matter, each team can say that's in the top 4 or 5 right now. Everyone controls their own destiny.
Well, it's nice now. You've strung 4 victories in a row. That's the nicest roll you've been on so far this season. We talked a lot about early in the season about the ramifications of the short bench and how you're going to deal with that. Do you think your team's now at a point now where, you've realized, really what you're up against and you're getting into a little bit of a rhythm and a roll right now?
Maybe. I'd like to think so. We've got, we're going to face some of the iron now in our league in a double-header series instead of a one-game shot. And how we respond to those series will be telling. And probably my biggest question still is how we play on the back end or front end, depending how it unfolds on the road. We've been pretty good at home.
Yeah, you're really at that point now where every game is the biggest game of the season, and certainly that holds true for the series with BC on Thursday and Friday. You play them here at home on Thursday, and then you head down there on Friday. This is crucial.
Yeah, it is. It is. As far as who's going to finish on top, and once that's settled, you're fighting for seeding if you don't secure the top, slot, and of course you're fighting for home ice in addition to fighting for the top spot. So there's a lot at stake, a lot of hockey to be played. It's going to be exciting, and the neat thing is that. Everybody, it seems, in our league this year has been capable of winning on any given day. There's really no one has been able to take anybody, any team for granted or come back and bit them. And of course, the teams that are in the top 4 or 5 slots are solidly positioned, any one of them, to go on a run here and win the league.
Well, it's really tough because you could sweep a weekend and be in first place, or lose a pair and end up in 5th place. That's how tight it really is.
That's how tight it is, and and this is really what you want. And we're gonna play this out over the next 3 or 4 weeks, and I'm excited for our players. I think we're in a good spot. We've played some good hockey this year. You referenced the lack of. Depth on the bench, but I like the experience we've gained and some of the things we've adapted to, and I think it'll come down to who plays the best defense, team defense, and obviously, as always, it's a little bit like playoff hockey, right? Starting this weekend, it comes down to defense, special teams, and goaltending, and hopefully we'll be up to the task.
Great, Coach. Thank you very much. We'll be back next week. Recap that big series with BC. And see where the Wildcats stand.